The origins of the market. Have you ever wondered where the stock market actually came from? Today, we think of it as screens, charts, and apps. But the story of how it began goes way back. It's a story of ambition, risk, and human psychology, and it shaped the world we live in today. The stock market is more than just a place to make money. It's a system that fuels modern economies and impacts the lives of the billions of people. But how did it start? How did we go from people trading goods in old marketplaces to investors trading stock with a single tap on a phone? To really understand how the market works today, we have to go back, way back, to where trade, trust, and speculations were born. The seeds of exchange. The idea of trade is as old as civilization itself. Long before we had the concept of stocks or even money, people bartered wheat for wool, gold for salt, or even labor for livestock. Simple, right? You give something, you get something. But as societies grew, things got more complicated. Trade routes stretched across continents. Think of the Silk Road in Asia or the busy ports of the Mediterranean. Merchants wanted to expand their businesses, but they faced big risk, shipwreck, pirates, and unpredictable markets. They needed a way to share those risks and raise funds from others. And that's where the first spark of the stock market appeared. Not in a fancy building, but in the minds of traders who wanted to grow beyond their own limits. The first shares. Fast forward to 1602 in the Dutch Republic, what we now call the Netherlands. This is where things got revolutionary. The Dutch East India Company or VOC became the first company in history to issue shares to the public. Basically, it allowed everyday citizens to buy a small piece of the company to invest in its way to Asia and in return share in the profits. That was a game changer. For the first time, ownership could be divided, bought and sold. And that idea, the idea of owning a piece of a business, became the foundation of the stock market. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange was born, the first true exchange in history. Traders would gather in dam square, shouting deals and swapping slips of paper that represented shares of the world's most powerful trading company. Some became incredibly rich, others lost everything, and just like that, speculation entered the world. The thrill and danger that still define markets today. The growth of markets. Once this idea took off, it spread quickly across Europe. In London, coffee houses turned into informal trading floors. Merchants would gather there to trade shares, swap informations, and of course gossip about markets. One of those coffee houses, called the Jonathan's Coffee House, eventually became the London Stock Exchange in 1801. Across the Atlantic, something similar was happening. In 1792, a group of 24 brokers met under a buttonwood tree on a Wall Street in New York City. They signed an agreement called the Buttonwood Agreement, and that became the foundation of the New York Stock Exchange or NYSE. And from those early beginnings, the global market as we know it started to take shape. The human factor. But here is something that has not changed at all since those early days. Human emotion. The stock market has always been about more than numbers or charts. It's a reflection of our hopes, fears, and sometimes our greed. For every period of growth, history shows us a crash. In the 1630s, during the Dutch tulip mania, tulip bulbs, yes flowers, were selling for the price of houses. Eventually, it all came crashing down. Then came the South Sea bubble in 1720 in England. Investors lost fortunes overnight. Even members of parliament were caught in the collapse. These early manias proved a timeless truth. Markets don't just rise on profit, they rise on stories, hype, and the illusion that prices will always go up. The Industrial Revolution. Then came the 19th century, the era that completely transformed the world. The Industrial Revolution brought steam engines, railroads, factories, and electricity. For the first time, companies needed massive amount of capital to grow and they turned to the stock market to get it. Investing was not just for the wealthy anymore. Ordinary citizen, the growing middle class started buying shares too. The stock market became the financial engine of the modern world. Of course, this created both massive opportunity and deep inequality. While industrialists and investors built empires, countless workers faced the harsh condition in factories. The stock market became both a symbol of progress and of excess. Lessons of the past. By the early 1900s, the world was fully hooked on markets. Everyone wanted a piece of the action, but very few truly understood how the system worked. Booms led to crashes, speculation turned into panic, and every time the same lesson came back around. Every bubble eventually burst, every rise invites a fall. The market had evolved from a simple tool for funding trade into something much bigger, a mirror of human behavior with all its brilliance and flaws. The modern market, from merchants in 17th century Amsterdam to trader on modern Wall Street, the market has never stopped evolving. It's built empires, created millionaires and reshaped economies. It's also taught hard lessons about risk, greed and overconfidence. The stock market is not just about finance, it's about us. It reflects our ambition, our fear of missing out, our trust in progress, and our constant drive for more. It's a story of innovation, emotion, and human nature playing out in real time every single day. And in the next chapter, we will go deeper, exploring how the stock market actually works. We will break down the mechanics of buying and selling shares and uncover how simple human trust built the foundation of modern finance.